Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me and my technology. Always something, right? So you guys, like I said, we're modeling beautifully. Remember, our learning target for the day was to solve problems involving mixed numbers and for you to model and write an equation. So you guys are working toward that success criteria and doing a very good job. I also had planted a lot of thoughts about, could you use the number sense strategy where we're moving those on the line? So we looked at a lot of those different things. So I want to put up a couple of solutions for us to talk about, all right? So let me see if I can get my camera going. First, let me get the timer going, because I will spend all day sharing with you guys because you're so awesome. All right, first solution is this one. Maybe. See if I can zoom in. You guys may have to help us love us. Just technological challenge. And then freeze button as it comes back. Oh, there it is. I'm also very blind, so I can't see. So I want you to look at what's happening right here. Okay, I want you to think about our problem. Remember, 6 pizzas. There are 2 3/4 left, and we wanted to find out how many we're eating. Remember that? So look at this model, at what this group was doing, and I want you to think about, what were they trying to show here, and what do you think about their solution? Would you give them any feedback on what happened here? Talk about their solution. What are they showing, and what do you think they were trying to do? Okay, turn and talk. Talk with your neighbor. What are they showing here? So these over here, that's okay, so let's come back together. Look at this model. You guys were talking with your partner. Tell me what your partner was saying. What was this group trying to model, do you think? Yeah, in the back. Go ahead.
I think it's like showing like how they've taken away the 6.
Okay, so do y'all see 6? So these represent what?
4.
The 6 pizzas. Why do you think this one is over here by itself, separated from that one? Turn and tell your neighbor, why do you think this is over here by itself, separated from this?
It's like
Okay, so let's come back over here. What do you think? What'd your partner say? Why did they put this over here by themselves? Yeah. It's the 2 3/4, right? What's the problem though? What did we start with?
6 holes.
6 holes. So where'd this come from? What happened there? What should have happened before we could put this 3/4 over here? I want you to think about that for a second, and then I'm going to show you another model. Okay? What should have happened before that? So now let's look at this model. You see this? Look at that. I want you to talk about this. Why did this group decide to do this? And what is already gone here? What is already missing? Talk to your neighbor. Why did they do that and what's already missing?
Because it's busy working.
Why they trade out those 4 forts? What do they got to take off here in a minute? What did our problem say they needed to take off? Yeah. And what is it? Oh, so I wonder what that's like. All right, come back with me. What do y'all think? Why did they do this? Why did they trade those out for 4 4s? Yeah. Okay. I think I heard you, and to correct me if I'm wrong, I heard you say they needed to take 3, and when it was a hole, there wasn't any there when there were holes. Is that what you said? So they traded them out or regrouped them, right? Like a regrouping. So they traded these out. What's already missing, y'all? What have they already removed? You can shout it out. What have they already removed? They've already taken out the 2 holes. And so there was an equation I want you to look at that matches this very well. Remember, part of our success criteria was to match an equation to this model. So they showed the 2's already been removed. Then they traded it out. And then what are they going to remove next? Turn and tell your neighbor what's going to come off next to show the answer. What's the answer going to be? Turn and tell your neighbor what are they taking off next? And what's the answer going to be? Okay, so what are they going to take off next, everybody?
3 holes.
3 4s, because they've already taken off what?
2
2 holes. Now we've taken off 3 4s. So now does their model look like this?
Yes.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? So they moved it from, they took off the 3 4s. Whoops, going dark on me. I want to show you this next equation, hopefully. Let me show you the equation. Maybe I thought I took a picture of it. Did I not? Where's my friends with the arrow and the, no, it was this. It was this one. Yes. Let me show you this equation real quick. Because remember, part of our success criteria was to match that equation. So let's look at what he did. Right. Oh, I zoomed it in too much. Let's zoom out a little bit. So remember what you just saw in the models, right? We saw 6, and then what was removed, and then what happened, and then what was left over. So I want you to talk to your neighbor about how does this equation match the model you just saw? Does it match it or not? Talk to your neighbor. Does this match the model you just saw? Talk to your neighbor. What do you think? Talk to your partner. So in our model, how many did we take off first? 2 holes. Did they show that? So we took off 2 holes. How many were left? When we took off 2 holes from 6 holes, how many holes were left? Remember our picture? Back at it. When we took off the 2 holes, how many holes were left? 4. Right? Did they show 4? So now we have our 4. How many did they need to take off? The 3 4s, and then left because they took off those 3 4s. So did this match? Yeah, it definitely did, didn't it? All right. So when we're coming back together, does this equation match the model we just saw? You think so? Our group over here was really, we were actually looking at it, right? We were looking at the original model. There were 6. They took off 2. Then they took off what was left was a 3 4. So they took off this chunk, and then they took off that chunk of the second number in our problem. So I also was looking at a lot of you doing number lines. Remember, I kept trying to push some of you to do the number line from our number sense routine. So I want you to look at another way to solve this problem besides the regrouping. So let's look at this model on the number line right quick. Maybe. Is it upside down now? Did I take the picture upside down? Okay, I'm gonna fix it. Don't grab your sheet. That's easier. Can I grab your sheet? Perfect. So let's take a look. When I was here the other day with Ms. Benton, I saw several number lines being used. So what I want you to look at though is just this top one. Zoom it out a little bit. Okay. So do you see our friend Rebecca here in her model and her group that they worked on? What I want you to look at is, I want you to think about what did she do to solve the problem? And does her equation match the model? Take it in for a second. Take a look. What did she do? Where's her answer? Does her equation match? Taking it in. Turn and talk to your neighbor. How did she solve the problem? And does her equation match? Fail there. How did she solve it? Yeah, what did she do? Yeah, right. So then why, then what happened? After she had one, did you think of that?
Did you write the answer? So when they started with the one.
Not wrong either way. Both work. All right, so let's come back together. You guys are all talking about, does her equation match her model? What was happening here? What did y'all talk about? I heard some of you in your groups talk about why she stopped at 3. Why did she stop at 3? Y'all want to share what y'all were saying? Why did she stop at 3? And this is, what do we kind of call these? Why would we want to stop at whole numbers? They're friendly. Yeah, I heard that from several groups. We stopped at our friendly number. And then she jumped to 5 and 6. And you said she didn't even have to do to 5 and 6. What could she have done? She could have just jumped one whole group of 3, couldn't she? And gotten to 6, from 3 to 6. Is this wrong? No. So where's her answer? I'm confused. Where's the answer? Try to tell your neighbor, where's the answer in the line? Okay, back to me. Where's the answer? At the top. Can you see this? The 3 1/4 that was eaten at the party is here. She started at what was left and she jumped up to what was originally there, the 6. Does her equation match? Yes. Yeah, she had her 2 and a 4 plus 1 to get her answer. Wait a minute, I'm confused. I thought we were subtracting. She wrote an addition equation. Can y'all talk to your neighbors about, y'all told me it matched, but I'm confused. I thought we were subtracting. Why did she write this addition equation? Why do you think this is underlined? Try to talk to your neighbors. Why did she write an addition equation?
She added began to add. No, but she added because she added.
Okay, come back. Who can tell me? Why did she write this addition equation? I thought we were subtracting. What was she doing? Can you do that? You can. So why do you, this was had it underlined. What do you think was here before the line? I mean, before the 3 1/4, what was here? A question mark, right? Maybe it was, she was thinking 2 3/4 plus what gives me 6. Do y'all agree with that? She was thinking 2 3/4 plus what will give me 6. So she was thinking about subtraction and addition and how they're related, wasn't she? Right? So you guys have solved this problem by removing with regrouping. You just did that. Now you've shown how it's like addition, you can add up. There was one way I kept pushing you. So I have one more solution to show you that I want you to think about. Did this person get to that solution of trying? I'm going to do it really small. Oh, and the timer's going off, so we got about 1 minute left. I want you to take this in, okay? Let me freeze it so it doesn't go dark. Okay. So think about where, remember our number sense one where we were at 300 and it went 1 step? Remember that? Did he accomplish that with our new problem, our 6 minus 2 3/4? I want you to look at it. I want you to think about where did he start and how much did he shift by? Turn and talk to your neighbor. Where did he start being? How much did he shift by? How did it? Did he accomplish it? Did he do like the person did at the beginning?
Yes.
He did. How shifted it? How much was one spot he shifted? How much did he go back? He was at 6 and he went back how much to get to 5 3/4? 1/4. Yes, you said it. A fourth, 1/4. Either way is correct. And then he shifted from his 2 3/4. He went back 2 as well. You see that? And now he's doing 2/4. Tell your neighbors why you want to do that again. All right, so come back with me. Did he accomplish getting it to look like the number sense routine? Oh my gosh, he did. But what's different? How much did he move by? what did y'all talk about? How much did he move by? You did that. 1/4, right? So instead of 1 whole, remember we went 1 whole, he went 1/4. Remember the whole purpose of us shifting like that this morning was to keep from doing what? Regrouping, because who likes to regroup? Not me. You can, can't you? We can trade out those pieces, we can regroup, but sometimes we can avoid it. And look at this new problem. 5 3/4 minus 2 2/4. Do you need regrouping there? Nope, because you have 3/4, you take away 2, you got 1. You have 5 holes, you take away 2 holes, you got 3. No regrouping required. Wow, you guys are impressive. You have met your learning target today. You were able to solve a problem involving mixed numbers. And you have modeled and written equations to math in 2 different ways, actually 3 different ways. I'm so impressed. What I want you to try is this same learning on an exit ticket. But I want you to think about all these different ways. What's the most efficient? And I was didn't have heard to talk about it. What's the most efficient way? What requires less work on your part, right? But I want you to turn and talk as I'm passing this out and tell your neighbor one more time. Why in the world did our friend want to use this strategy again? What was his goal in life by using this strategy? Turn to the part. All right, so let's come back together. Somebody tell me real quick, what was his goal? He did that so he wouldn't have to what? Regroup. So as you're solving this problem, I wonder which strategy you might choose, because it's a very similar problem. On your exit ticket, put your name on it. And it says, Helen bought 5 pounds of oranges. She sliced 2 3/10 pounds of oranges to bring to a party. How many pounds of oranges does she have left? So use one of your strategies from today to solve this problem. Thank you guys for letting me teach with you today. I had a fabulous time. Hope you have a great rest of your day, okay? They are.